This is the evolution of Pokemon Go from day one. Story if you will. It's really all the same. I have been playing Pokemon Go since day one. Here's proof. Oh, wait, August 3rd? Yeah, take my word for it. Anyway, ever since I started playing, the game has been established as a part of my life, and for millions of others too. The game is still played every day, and is certainly far from being dead. It's just integrated into the lives of others so well that it doesn't stand out anymore. That's why the game has gone over the heads of so many people. Or maybe it's actually because everyone became fit and didn't see the need to play anymore. Pokemon Go's attention initially came from the game's new and exciting gameplay. Now, a few years later, it has become well established with polished gameplay and so many new and amazing features. So, let's take a look at how Pokemon Go evolved throughout the years. This is the story of Pokemon Go. Yeah, this is literally it. I wrote it myself, and you can buy it for only $9.999999. Hey, you cut me off! Pokemon Go had its official release on July 6, 2016 by Niantic, the Balloon Company. As a Pokemon game, of course, players could catch the original 145 Pokemon of Generation 1. Yes, you heard me right. This was the time where legendaries and Ditto, who is such a legend itself anyway, did not exist yet. The game included its big 5 gameplay elements: catch, hatch, battle, collect, and invest. A typical indie-type gameplay. Without any real goals other than leveling up, which gets exceedingly more difficult as a player climbs levels, it was clear that players became bored of the game due to scarcity of goal completion and consequently a lack of purpose. Surprise Q&A! Random viewer asks, why do you keep using complex words? I'm not sure. Sorry about that. Allow me to clarify in simpler words. The game got stale. Without incentive, more and more people did not bother with the game. This went on for a few months, but soon, the game began to change. If a game is to stay fresh, it needs fresh new features. The buddy system was implemented on the 10th of September, which gave players easier access to Pokemon candy through walking. This was a good feature for players invested in the game already. But why is it called a buddy when all you do is force it to walk with you and find candy, possibly against its own will? Oh, okay, never mind. Moving on. Did you know that the first catch in Pokéstop spins of the day was added on November 6th, exactly 4 months after the game's release? I didn't before I made this video. The bonuses this feature provided were small and insignificant, but sweet. Good for more casual players, but not something that could draw attention back to the game. Breaking news! Pokemon Go added a feature that gives you some bonuses if you play it every day. Wow, you should totally play it again, it's so good! Imagine a news report like that. Would you really start playing the game again if you heard that? No. Anyway, in late November of 2016, Pokemon Go introduced Ditto into the game. Ditto is a special Pokemon that can disguise itself as a common nearby wild encounter. In battle, it has the ability to transform into the opponent, copying their moves and stats apart from health. The unique Pokemon certainly sparked interest in the dedicated Pokemon Go community, but it failed to bring back to what it had been a few months prior. The change was simply not significant or new enough to bring back its initial flair. What did all of these features fail to do to bring the game back up? You now get 7.141592658979933846264338327995 seconds to think about it. I bet you didn't get it because you didn't get enough time. Sorry for wasting seconds. I'm getting sidetracked again. Anyway, these updates failed to innovate the Big 5 in any way. Which, by the way, if you don't remember what the Big 5 is because you weren't paying attention, it is catch, hatch, battle, collect, and invest. Without change to the game score, what made Pokemon Go stand out more than when it initially did? What other elements could possibly provide a significant change to the game? Wow, Gen 2, new Pokemon, super exciting and amazing! I hope you're ready to play the same game, except we have a new Rattata, Caterpie, Venonat, baby forms, and more common things. Generation 2 was released on the 17th of February in 2017, which is 227 days, or 7 1/3 months, or roughly 62% of a year since the initial release. You will need to know this for the final exam next Thursday. Of course, some people will get the desire to catch them all again, but the update was still destined to fail to bring back the game because of, say it with me, the Big Five. It was still in heart the same old Pokemon Go with a few minor updates to performance and more stuff to catch. Well, they did add evolutions to Pokemon in order to make them stronger, like Scizor and Kingdra, but this also came with Blissey. Oh boy, Blissey. The game got totally screwed by Blissey. Blissey, for those unaware, which I doubt are many of you, is the evolution of Chansey. Blissey is a normal type, which means it has one weakness, fighting. Blissey is also absurdly tanky. This makes it super difficult to defeat. So, players had the brilliant idea of sticking several of them in gyms and farming Pokecoins, the in-game currency used to invest. This became a big problem. Now, a major part of the Big Five was pushed out of place, the battles. This made investing more difficult, which of course made everything more difficult. The Big Five needed to have a balance for the game to work. Without the balance, the game became far less playable for the players who relied on gyms for Pokecoins. People left the game in mass amounts, leaving Pokemon Go in what I perceive to be its lowest point. The pink egg truly is evil. Who knew? Niantic probably noticed this, and soon, the game started to go back in the right direction. On June 20th of 2017, almost exactly 1 year after the game's release, hope arose as Pokemon Go pushed out a complete gym rework. This was able to fix this thing by making sure each Pokemon in a gym had to be unique, and a Pokemon becoming weaker as they were left in gyms longer or beaten in battle. As a bonus, players could get extra items from gyms the more they battled in it. The Big Five's balance was restored! Yay! Oh, wait, what's that? The game is still the same as it was when it started? Nothing has changed except the broken gyms? Aw man, looks like the game still needs its true renovation. Which came less than 1 month later! In the middle of July 2017, Pokemon Go introduced the first renovating feature, Raid Battles. By allowing multiple trainers to work together to take down a powerful Pokemon boss and catch it after winning, it was an entirely new and exciting feature that gave many players access to amazing Pokemon easily, and provide a whole new social experience with others that gym battles could have only dreamt of. This is what the game needed to bring it back, because it finally added something new to the game's core, a big challenge. Now people could annoy their friends to make them play the game and help them beat tough raid bosses. Raids also introduced incredible game-changing rewards, such as golden raspberries, rare candies, which can turn into any type of Pokemon candy, and TMs, which can change a Pokemon's moves. This allowed for an easier time in investing in better Pokemon. Introducing legendary raids on July 22nd was an even more important change. Now, players had the opportunity to catch the strongest Pokemon in the game, which provided players with a new incentive to become stronger to challenge the strongest raids. Incorporating this into the Big Five added a new dynamic and a new way of playing the game. This is exactly what Pokemon needed to do. But, of course, if people didn't have any friends to play with, they stood no chance. Nice job on including everyone, Pokemon Go. Around this time was when events in Pokemon Go began to be more frequent. Events fed the player base with extra resources that could be used to invest into the game even more. Having more events meant the game cycle was always fresh and plentiful for all players, although this also made it so that everyone was spammed with event notifications when launching the game. Halloween also introduced the first few Generation 3 Pokemon, which marked an important change in Pokemon Go, slowly introducing new Pokemon into the wild. Of course, there were negative opinions on this from invested players, but this is precisely what Pokemon Go needed to do to keep players playing, always having something new to look forward to. Having spread out events let players look forward to what would be coming. At the same time, it let new players catch up. It certainly wasn't the best days of Pokemon Go, but no longer the worst. Probably one of the most iconic features of Pokemon Go has to be the monthly community days. On January 20th, 2018, Pikachu Community Day was held. In a community day, the featured Pokemon, in this case Pikachu, spawns incredibly frequently, has a good chance of being a shiny, and comes with other resource bonuses. These events bring communities together to all go out and play some Pokemon Go together. Big events like Community Days certainly bring some light into the social aspect of the game once again, incorporating it into the game's core. Has it really been over 2 years since research quests were added? On March 27th, 2018, the research quests were added into the game. This feature is definitely one of the most important within the game. Players were able to receive quests from Pokestops they could complete for bonus rewards. This adds new goals into the game, while at the same time adding a new part to collecting. The downside? Professor Willow. That's all there needs to be said. Research quests also give out free legendary Pokemon once a player completed 7 quests on separate days. This lets even more players have access to legendaries, but at the same time making the legendaries from research quests not be as strong as one from raids. At least Pokemon Go is finally considerate to the friendless people. When special research was introduced, it only exemplified the previous properties of quests, with specific goals needed to be completed in order to progress through the miniature story of Mew. Players now had new goals of catching the mythical Pokemon. The game was finally starting to hold its own. Just please tone down the Professor Willow. Let's address the most significant change to Pokemon Go, at least in my own opinion. Trainer Friends. When Niantic added Trainer Friends on June 19th, 2018, the amount of new features and player accessibility breathed new air into the game. Here are the amazing benefits Friends gave to the player base. Experience points bonuses, damage in gym and raid battles bonuses, free items through gifts, in-game trading, lucky Pokemon added on July 21st, and more to make the game more fun with others. Each person can have up to 200 in-game friends from anywhere around the world. The dynamic of friends certainly was something that changed Pokemon Go forever. Unfortunately, did this end up coming 2 years late, even though trading was clearly in the trailer? With possibly the most hyped up feature now added, what was to come next? Events continued as Pokemon Go kept giving more and more to his audience. October 10th, 2018 marked the introduction of Generation 4 to Pokemon Go with the typical slow introduction of new Pokemon. No remarkable features had been added, only extra parts to the previously added features. Before this time, Pokemon Go had been on a big rise once again. People began to talk about it more, specifically about its resurgence. Unfortunately, now, Pokemon Go appeared to be going back under the radar. This is clearly Professor Willow's fault this time. Or maybe not. On December 7th, 2018, Pokemon Go added PvP trainer battles, where friends could challenge each other to a unique PvP battle never before seen. While these battles do in fact give decent rewards, in my opinion, it was a little bit underwhelming. A rebalance of Pokemon CP also occurred to make sure that PvP was not the broken mess the gyms once were, screwing Blissey entirely. I guess that was a good thing. It was fun to challenge friends to battles when the feature was new, but it got old quick. The upside to PvP was the establishment of an amazing PvP community, holding amazing tournaments around the world. I know that this part of the community is not for everyone, but it at least provided some extra gameplay options. Nothing renovating, however, except for YouTube. For whatever reason, they get heaps of views. Why though? No substantial updates happened for months. The cycle of adding new Pokemon, events, and community days continued. PvP Cups kept playing. Was Pokemon Go content with what it had established over the years? No one can say for sure. However, more features were still added along the way, keeping the game alive and fresh. In July 5th, 2019, Team Rocket Pokestops were added, a way of challenging a tough Team Go Rocket member in a PvP battle to rescue the evil Shadow Pokemon. Ooh, such a spicy plot. It's a shame that it doesn't really contribute too much to the game. The only noticeable feature of Team Go Rocket are the leaders and Giovanni, who have more difficult teams. I guess one could make the claim that they do add PvP to the core gameplay, which isn't wrong. A new feature is always a new feature, but this one seems overshadowed by the others. You can't fight Team Go Rocket with anyone else. They are at random Pokestops. It just seems a little out of place. It's definitely disappointing, but the game has established many great features already, so nobody is to blame for a more underwhelming one. Generation 5 began to release on September 18th, 2019, which is nearly a year after Generation 4 released. Again, Pokemon Go continued to use this formula and torture more people. As we approach today, more new features were added to the game. The Buddy Adventure, added on December 13th, 2019, allowed for a more personal connection to Buddy Pokemon. The Go Battle League, part of the PvP core of Pokemon Go, was added on January 2nd, 2020, and let players battle against others around the world to gain powerful rewards. And, well, we've arrived today. Hi, hello, wow, what a trip. Pokemon Go really has come so far. From a simple game of essentials to a big game with consistent events, the number of transformations this game has gone through is almost unbelievable. I am glad that the game became more friendly to new players, with many ways to quickly build up resources, like with the Jumpstart research. It's exciting to see new trainers appear within your own community. At least for me it is. What do you think of Pokemon Go? Do you still play it? Maybe you want to get the game. You can always share your thoughts in the comments. I wonder what cool new features Pokemon Go will add next. I know the remote raiding is coming soon, which I did talk about before in one of my previous videos. The link is in the top right. I really hope you enjoyed watching this video, but let's not delay the end any further. So, I'll see you later, trainers.